So this is the unit number second. That the name of the unit is inverse Laplace transform. Lecture number 8. Okay, inverse Laplace transform can be calculated by mainly four methods that we have already studied in last lectures. That is, again I will repeat here. First method is the by using standard formulae of the Laplace transformation. Second method is the standard theorems of Laplace transform. Third method is the using partial fractions. And fourth method is the by using convolution theorem. We can calculate the inverse Laplace transform. In that, we have already studied the three methods, that is by using first shifting theorems, by using standard theorems, by using partial fractions. In last lecture, in last 2 to 3 lectures, we have studied the examples depends upon the inverse Laplace transform by using the partial fractions. Now we will study the last articles in this unit, that is the convolution theorem. So this is a in convolution theorem. What are the articles? Firstly, its proof and its example. By using the convolution theorem, we can calculate the inverse Laplace transform. Firstly, we will see the statement of the convolution theorem. Convolution theorems. Remember that one example can be solved depends upon the convolution theorem and partial fractions. Means what? One example you can solve either by using partial fractions or by using the convolution theorems. In examination, question will not ask in the way solve the inverse Laplace transform by using the convolution theorem, or question will not ask in that way solve the inverse Laplace transform by using the partial fraction. Question will ask in that way solve the inverse Laplace transform, then some students can be solved by using the partial fraction, or some students can be solved by using convolution theorem. Then that both students will got the out of marks. But sometimes question will ask that example by using the particular names. Okay, तर बघा काही वेळेस तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल हे पर्टिक्युलर नावाने मेन्शन करेल, त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला त्या पर्टिक्युलर मेथडने सोडवावं लागेल एक्झाम्पल. पण काही वेळेस तुम्हाला फक्त इनव्हर्स लॅपलास ट्रान्सफॉर्म काढा म्हणेल, त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला फ्रीडम आहे. तुम्ही एकतरी पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शनला पण सोडू शकता किंवा कन्व्हर्जन थेरमला पण सोडू शकता. तर आपण पाहूत अगोदर आपण व्हॉट इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द कन्व्हर्जन थेरम. In convolution theorem requires the two functions. Firstly, f of t and other is the g of t. So statement is that I will write in short. If we know that L inverse of f of s is equal to f of t, and same way for the next function g of s, that is capital G of s is equal to small g of t. What is this? This is the definition of inverse Laplace transform. So its statement is that if you commonly find the inverse Laplace transform of these two functions, that is f of s into g of s, then its solution is integration 0 to t. Remember that integration is always from 0 to t f of u g of t minus u into du, or other statement, or integration is from 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du. So this is a equality depends upon the given function f of s or g of s. Either you can use this statement or these statements. Okay, if terms are hards, then terms of f is hard, then use this statement f of u. If terms of g is hard, then you have to use this statement. I will detail explain in at the time of taking the example. So firstly, how to remember this statement, that you have to think. So L inverse of this f of s into g of s is equal to integration from 0 to t f of u g of t minus u into du, or integration from 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du. ओके, तर दोन्ही पण स्टेटमेंट आपल्याला महत्वाचे आहे. तर कुठलं स्टेटमेंट हे आणि हे दोन्ही पण इक्वलच आहेत, फक्त कुठले घ्यायचं आहे आपल्याला त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेमच्या वेळेस सांगेन मी. ओके, तर हे आपल्याला घ्यायचं आहे का हे घ्यायचं आहे, हे फक्त किंवा दोन्ही पण घेऊ शकता आपण, बट ड्यू टू पर्पज ऑफ इझी कॅल्क्युलेशन यू हॅव टू चूज आयदर वन ऑफ देम. ओके, तर आपलं कॅल्क्युलेशन इझी जावं म्हणून आपल्याला एकतर हे घ्यावं लागेल किंवा हे स्टेटमेंट घ्यावं लागेल, ते तुम्हाला मी एक्झामच्या वेळेस सांगेन. तर पहा, जर आता इथे एफ ऑफ यू सिंपल टर्म आहे आणि जी ऑफ टी मायनस यू हार्ड टर्म, दोन्ही कुठले यूज करायचं मला सांगतो मी. जर एफ ची टर्म हार्ड असेल तर हे यूज करायचं. आय विल राईट हिअर, इफ एफ इज लॉंग टर्म, then you have to use this. If g is long term, तर लॉंग टर्म काय ते आपण एक्झाम्पलच्या वेळेस पाहूयात. आणखी एक वेळेस सांगतो मी परत, तुम्ही एकच एक्झाम्पल कन्व्होल्युशन थेरमनं पण सोडू शकता, जे आपण आता बघत आहोत त्याच मेथडनं, आणि तेच एक्झाम्पल आपण परत पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शननं पण काढू शकतो, जे की आपल्याला आन्सर दोन्हीचं पण सेम येणार आहे आणि मार्क्स पण आपल्याला आउट ऑफ भेटणार आहेत. पण जर एखादी प्रॉब्लेम्स तुम्हाला नावानं मेन्शन केलं in between partial fraction and convolution theorem, then you have to go by that particular methods. Okay, so first we will take the example depends upon this convolution theorem. Example number first, solve this inverse. Question will ask in that way, solve the inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 into s minus 1. Solution. So firstly, compare these problems with the statements of the given convolution theorem, or you can solve this example by using the partial fraction. Okay, so firstly we will approach us towards the convolution theorem. By convolution theorem, what is the convolution theorem? L inverse of f of s into g of s is equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du 0 to t f of t minus u g of u into du. Okay, so our problem is that L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 s minus 1. One of the term called as f of s, another term called as g of s. Okay, comparing with this statement and these problems, then first term called as f of s. Here f of s is 1 upon s plus 2. एका टर्मला f of s म्हणा, दुसऱ्या टर्मला g of s म्हणा, and g of s is equal to 1 upon s plus 1. Okay, after that we will find its inverse. So L inverse of this f of s is equal to L inverse of 1 upon S plus 2. What is the inverse of this S plus 2? See here, 1 upon S, inverse of 1 upon S plus A is the e to the power minus at. So its inverse is e to the power minus 2t. And we know that L inverse of this f of S means what? F of t. Next, L inverse of this G of S, that is L inverse of 1 upon S plus 1, its inverse is e to the power minus 1 into t, this called as G of t. This is the definition of inverse Laplace transform. आपल्याला माहित आहे f of s चा इनवर्स काय असतो? f of t. 1 upon s plus 2 चा इनवर्स काढला आहे to the power minus 2t. Okay, so we will apply the statement of this convolution theorem. आता इथं बघा, f of t का है सिंगल टर्म, g of t का है सिंगल टर्म. आता हे घ्यायचं का हे घ्यायचं, तर तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे f सिंपल असेल, सॉरी f लॉंग टर्म असेल तर हा अप्लाय करायचं, जी लॉंग टर्म असेल तर हा. लॉंग टर्म म्हणजे काय, इथं सिंगल टर्म आलेली, इथं पण ई आलेला आहे, ह्या पण ठिकाणी ई आलेला आहे. म्हणजे लॉंग टर्म म्हणजे काय, ई इंटू समथिंग अगेन साइन 2t असं जरा काय आलं तर ती लॉंग टर्म झाली. आता इथं पण सिंपल टर्म आहे, इथं पण सिंपल टर्म आहे, मग तुम्ही हे पण यूज करू शकता, हे पण यूज करू शकता, काय अडचण नाही. ओके, इन दिस केस सो यू कॅन यूज दिस हियर. L inverse of this f of s into g of s is equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u into du. This is a statement of the convolution theorem. You have to write down by using convolution theorem. So L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 s minus 1 is equal to integration 0 to t. आता ह्या ठिकाणी खूप महत्वाचं आहे, आपल्याला काय पाहिजे, f of s 1 upon s plus 2, हे बघा इथे f of s 1 upon s plus 2, g of s 1 upon s plus 1, 1 upon s plus 1. Okay, after that see here its answer is 0 to t, 0 to t. आता आपल्याला f of u into g of t minus u into du पाहिजे. हे du घेऊत आपण या ठिकाणी, here du. आता पहा, what is here f of t? f of t is the e to the power minus 2t, but we required here f of u. We required here f of u. What is the f of t here? E to the power minus 2t. Instead of this f of t, we required here u. तर बघा इथे t च्या ठिकाणी काय आहे, इथे f of t काय आहे, e to the power minus 2t. आपल्याला f of u पाहिजे, म्हणजे t च्या ठिकाणी u करा फक्त. See here f of u. f of u काय होईल, e to the power minus 2u. Next, we required the g of t is what? G of t is the e to the power minus t. We required here g of t minus u. Instead of that t, write down t minus u. तर इथे t g of t काय आहे, e to the power minus t आहे. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे, g of t minus u पाहिजे. इथे काय होईल मग, t च्या ठिकाणी फक्त t minus u करा. देखो ह्या ठिकाणी g of t minus काय होईल, इथे पण t minus u, इथे पण t minus u, means what, g of minus la minus as it is t minus u, according to this convolution theorem. What is the remaining in this? Again we require simplify these terms and find out its integration, put an upper lower limit, you will get last answer. हे समजलं सगळ्यांना. बघा आणखी वेळ सांगतो मी, f of t काय इथं, e to the power minus 2t, e to the power बघा t च्या ठिकाणी u लिहिलं. इथं काय पाहिजे आपल्याला, हे कशामुळे आलं कन्व्होल्यूशन थेरम मध्ये, इथं काय पाहिजे आपल्याला, t मायनस यू पाहिजे, इथे पण t मायनस यू करा, हे काय t मायनस यू. आता फक्त आपण काय करूया, त्या ठिकाणी बेस सेम आहे, पॉवरचे ऍडिशन करून टर्म सिम्प्लिफाय करून इंटिग्रेशन काढायचं आणि अप्पर लोअर लिमिट ठेवली की आन्सर भेटून जाईल आपल्याला. हे इंटिग्रेशन सिम्प्लिफाय केलं, संपलं. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टर्म इज व्हेरी बेसिक. सो इंटिग्रेशन e to the power 0 to t. So here base is same, do the addition of its power, e to the power minus t, this minus minus plus du. Okay, integration 0 to t, base is same, addition of its power e to the power minus 2t minus t minus u into du. Integration 0 to t minus 2u into u. So e to the power minus u minus t into dt. We will simplify from these terms. What we will get lastly here L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 s plus 1 is equal to what? 0 to t e to the power minus u e to the power minus t into du. Okay. Again I will repeat here this step once again. So here L inverse of this 1 upon s plus 2 into s plus 1 is equal to integration from 0 to t e to the power minus u minus t du. So again we can simplify this step, 0 to t e to the power minus u e to the power minus t into du. So because base is same, addition of its power and subtraction of its power is possible. So this integration with respect to u, so we can calculate, we can take e to the power minus t outside from this integration, because e to the power minus t is a constant for du. So here what is the variable? Here variable is the u. So you can take e to the power minus t is outside. E to the power minus t is outside. Integration 0 to t e to the power minus u into du. Okay, so here e to the power minus t, what is the integration of e to the power minus u? E to the power minus u, again derivative of this power with respect to u, it is a minus 1. Lower limit 0, upper limit t. So you will get e to the power minus t minus 1. Put upper limit e to the power minus t, lower limit 0. E to the power minus t by minus 1 e to the power minus t into minus 1. So here L inverse of this 1 upon s plus 2 into s plus 1. This is the last solution. Question in the form of yes, answer in the form of t. Same example you can calculate by using the partial fractions. So we will take the next example, same as like that. Example number 2. Solve the L inverse of 1 upon s plus 1 into s square. So its solution. Firstly, compare these problems with the convolution theorem by using convolution theorem. What is the convolution theorem? L inverse of f of s into g of s is equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du is equal to 0 to t f of t minus u gu into du. So our problem is that L inverse of 1 upon s plus 1 into s square. So one of the term called as f of s, another term called as g of s. Here f of s is 1 upon s plus 1, other term g of s is called as 1 upon s square. So after that we will find its inverse. So L inverse of this f of s, that is L inverse of 1 upon s plus 1, its inverse is e to the power minus t. This is called as a f of t. So next, L inverse g of s, L inverse 1 upon s square, its inverse is the t, by using the standard formula. We know that inverse of this 1 upon s plus a is what? See here, L inverse of 1 upon s plus a is a to the power minus 8. Its value of the a is 1. This is the g of t is this. This is very, very important. See here, what is the f of t? That is e to the power minus t. And what is the g of t? G of t is the t. How will get this g of t? Its value is t. See here, L inverse of s to the power n minus s to the power n plus 1 is what? T to the power n by n. जिथे जेवढा पॉवर आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा इथं कमी पॉवर पाहिजे. इथं किती पॉवर होता? 2 होता. म्हणजे t चा पॉवर 1 by 1 factorial. T to the power 1 means what? 1. And 1 factorial means what? Also 1. So g of t is the t. So after that, after getting the f of t and g of t, again we apply the convolution theorem by using convolution theorem. What is the convolution theorem? L inverse of this f of s into g of s is equal to what? You can take this both. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे या ठिकाणी दोन्ही पण आहेत. f of integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du, or you can use integration from 0 to t f of t minus u gu du. ओके, आता बघा या ठिकाणी ही अप्लाय करायचं, हे अप्लाय करायचं. मला मी सांगितलेलं आहे एफ लॉंग असेल लॉंग टर्म तर हे यूज करायचे, जी लॉंग टर्म असेल तर हे यूज करायचं. ह्या ठिकाणी पण पहा एफ पण सिंपल आहे, जी पण सिंपल आहे. मग तुम्ही हे पण यूज करू शकता, हे पण यूज करू शकता. ओके, सो हियर एल इनवर्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन इज दैट व्हाट इज द एफ ऑफ एस. सी हियर एफ ऑफ एस इज 1 upon s plus 1. What is the g of s? G of s is 1 upon s square. So put this value, f of s is 1 upon s plus 1, g of s 1 upon s square. Okay, so we can use this or this, no problems. Integration in this case, ह्या प्रॉब्लेम तुम्ही हे यूज करा किंवा हे यूज करा, कारण का दोन्ही पण सिंपल टर्म आहेत. सो f of integration 0 to t. See here, again we required f of u. We have got here f of t. f of t भेटेल आपल्याला. काय पाहिजे ह्या ठिकाणी? f of u पाहिजे. t च्या ठिकाणी u करा मग, सिंपल. नेक्स्ट we required here g of t minus u. We are getting here g of t minus u is equal to t minus u. So here f of u is e to the power minus u and g of t minus u is the t minus u into du. Only you have to solve this integration, put upper and lower limit, you will get the last answer. So we will proceed to finding the integration of this. Convolution theorem is very, very important and it's very easy for the point of examination. So L inverse of this in s plus 1 divided by s square is equal to integration 0 to t e to the power minus u t minus u into du. How can solve this integration? See here, there are two terms. First terms is the e to the power minus u. Second terms is the t minus u. And both terms contain the u, and this integration also with respect to u. So you can apply the integration by parts formula. What is the integration by parts formula? Integration by parts is the uv dx is equal to first as it is integration of second integration derivative of this first integration of this second into dx. So by let liate by let this is an exponential function and this is the t minus u. See here, t is a constant, remember about that, but this is a common with u. तर t हे कॉन्स्टंट आहे पण ते u च्या सबट्रॅक्शन ॲडिशन मध्ये असल्यामुळे तर आपण कॉमन वेगळं करू शकत नाही. हे दोन टर्म आहेत u च्या, एक u इथं आहे आणि ह्या ठिकाणी आहे, त्यामुळे आपण इंटिग्रेशन बाय पार्ट्स अप्लाय करायचा आहे. लेट नुसार गेलं तर हे एक्सपोनेन्शियल फंक्शन आणि u चा पॉवर 1 असल्यामुळे अल्जेब्रिक फंक्शन, त्यामुळे ह्याला आपल्याला u म्हणावं लागेल आणि ह्याला आपल्याला v म्हणावं लागेल. So apply this. L inverse of 1 upon s plus 1 into s square is equal to this called as u, that is t minus 1 u as it is integration of second e to the power minus u du. This big integration derivative of first is the here this integration with respect to u, t minus u derivative of first integration of second, that is e to the power minus u du, this du for this integration and next du for this main integration. So we'll simplify this. T minus u, what is the integration of this with respect to u, that is e to the power minus u, again derivative of this power is the minus 1 integration, what is the derivative of this, t minus u, derivative of this t with respect to u, remember that this integration derivative with respect to u, so derivative of this t with respect to u is the 0 and derivative of this u with respect to u is the 1. So what is the integration of this, e to the power minus u and its derivative of this power is the minus u into du. Remember that this integration of lower limit is 0, upper limit is the t. See here, lower limit is 0, upper limit is t. We will put in at later. After that here t minus u, so this minus I will take here, e to the power minus u, see here minus minus plus, so this minus as it is, what is the remaining, this minus minus plus e to the power minus u du, lower limit 0, upper limit t. Integration is from minus t minus u e to the power minus u, again its integration is the e to the power minus u, again derivative of this power minus u with respect to, बघा हे मायनस u चं परत डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय येतं minus 1, lower limit 0, upper limit t. Integration is from t minus u e to the power minus u minus 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 plus e to the power minus u 0 to t. This is a curly bracket, one bracket for the upper limit minus one bracket for the lower limit. What is the upper limit? Upper limit is the t. Instead of u, you can put this upper limit. आता आपण u ने काढलेलं इंटिग्रेशन, u व्हेरिएबल होतं, बरोबर आहे, या ठिकाणी u व्हेरिएबल होतं, त्यामुळे u च्याच ठिकाणी ठेवायचं अप्पर लिमिट. तर मायनस t minus t e to the power minus t e to the power minus t. Upper limit is over. Now we will put the lower limit instead of only u. T minus 0 e to the power 0 e to the power 0. So minus t minus plus t 0 e to the power minus t minus, so this minus t 0 e to the power 0 is the 1 plus 1. So here L inverse of 1 upon s plus 1 into s square, what will you get, e to the power minus t minus minus plus t minus 1. So this is the solution of the given problems. Question in the form of yes, answer in the form of T. This we have to complete it. Two example depends upon the convolution theorems. Again in next lecture we will see detailed explanation about the convolution theorem. For more practice we will take examples depends upon convolution theorem in next lecture.